Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing absolutely well. So guys, in this video we are going to practice questions for your placement preparation for HCL company. Okay, we are going to practice questions related to aptitude, reasoning, verbal ability questions. As we know, in HCL we have these three sections. Apart from that, we also have computer fundamentals. For that I will upload a separate video. Make sure to watch the video till complete end, and if you have any doubts in any of the questions, you can ask me in the comment section. Okay, before we start the video, if you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet, as I will regularly post these kinds of helpful videos for all of you. Also, if you find this video helpful and want to see more such videos, you can request more videos by sending me a DM over Instagram. So let's now start with our today's topics. Okay, so we have a question based on interest or percentage. Okay, so let's see. Like we have a sum of 12,500 amounts to 50,500 in 4 years at the rate of simple interest. Find the rate of interest. Okay, so see, first of all, the time given to us is what? How much time? 4 years. Okay, so now whenever we have to solve these kinds of question, there is a very common formula for calculating simple interest, which is PRT by 100. Okay, if you are not aware, I'll tell you what is P here. P is your principal amount, R is your rate, okay, and then we have T is the time. Okay, R is the rate of interest. Okay, rate of interest. Now in this question, let's see what we are asked. Find the rate of interest only. So we have to find R in this case, which means we should have the other values. So let's see if we have it or not. So principal amount is already given to us. Principal amount is how much? 15,000. Sorry, not 15,000 but 12,500. Okay, the amount that we take is always a initial amount is always principal amount. Okay, then we also have time given to us, as we see. So 4 years time is also given, and simple interest we can simply calculate. So simple interest, how can you calculate? It is this 15,500 minus 12,500. Okay, which is going to be 3,000. So simple interest also we have found out. So we will substitute all the values now. 3,000 will come here, and then P value is what? 12,500. Then R is the one which we have to find out, and T is 4. Okay, and then 100 will come here. Let's now start solving this values. So 100 and this one will cut off. So we will have 3,000 equals 125 into R into 4. 125 into 4 is how much? 500 into R. Here it will be 3,000. Okay, so 3,000 divided by 500. So that will be our R value. Let's solve this one. So 5, 6 are 30. So R value is how much? 6. So remember what we were calculating. R is what? Rate of interest. Rate of interest will always be in percentage. So the correct answer for this question is option D. Okay. The answer for this question is option D, which is 6%. Okay. See, question is very easy. It's just that you should be aware of this formula. Okay. So whenever question comes on rate of interest or simple interest, this is the formula that you have to apply, which is PRT by 100. Okay, and most of the times whenever a question comes, it will ask you one of these things only. Either it will ask you calculate simple interest, or it will ask you rate or time or P, and the remaining values will be given. So it will be easy for you. Let's see the next question now. The question is, the present ages of A and B are in the ratio 4:5, and after 5 years they will be in the ratio 5:6. The present age of A is what? Okay, so there is very easy way of solving this question. Let me tell you, if you are seeing this kind of question for the first time, present and future, let's consider this first of all. So we are given present ratio as 4:5. Okay, present ratio of A and B is 4:5, and then the present ratio of A and B after 5 years. Okay, this is after 5 years. What is the ratio? 5:6. Okay, let us understand this much first. So we need to formulate an equation, based on that we will solve it further. See, so how can we write as 4:5? We can write it as 4x:5x. Okay, and then we are told after 5 years, okay, that is 4x plus 5. Okay, then ratios 5x plus 5 will be equals to this ratio, right? 5:6. That is what we are told. And ratio can be converted to, like, just to let you know, this statement can be written in like this way. Okay, 5x plus 5. Okay, then 5:6 also we can write it like this. Now the things becomes easier. We just need to solve these equations. So let's solve it. 4x plus 5. This 6 will go there, and then this will go there, and we will create one simple equation. So 5 into 5x plus 6. Okay, sorry, 5x plus 5 here also. So this equation will become what? 6 fours are 24, 24x plus 6 fives are 30. Okay, then on this side we will have 25x, then 5 fives 25. Then we will, what we will do, 24 we will send there. So 25 minus 24, 25x minus 24x, we will have x value here. Then this side we will have 30 minus 25, which will give us 5. So we have successfully found the value of 5. Okay, now what we were asked is find the percentage of a. So the ratio of a that we have taken was 4x. So the percentage of a will be 4 into 5, simple, which is 20. So let's see if we have option 20. Yes. So the correct answer for this question will be option number A, which is 20. Okay, let's move on to the next question now. Okay, so in this next question, we are given ratio again. The respective ratio of present ages of Swati and Trupu is 4:5. 6 years hence, the respective ratio of their ages will be 6:7. What is the difference between their ages? So let's try to create it, like solve it in this way. Present ratio is given and hence means future. Okay, so present ratio is of Swati and Trupu is what? Okay, first let me write Swati is to Trupu. So the present ratio is 4:5. Okay, after 6 years. Okay, after 6 years the ratio becomes what? 6:7. Okay, what is the difference between their ages? Again we need to formulate in terms of equation and we need to solve it. So let's do it. So 4x is to, okay, let me write is to 4x is to 5x. Okay, so this is the ratio that we can consider, and now we will start formulating the equation. What we were told is 4x after 6 years. Okay, like we will add 6 to both the ratios, and this will be our new ratio, which is going to be after 6 years. So how can we solve this equation? 4x plus 6 divided by 5x plus 6 is equals to 6 by 7. Now we will send this here, send that here, and we will create the new equation, which is going to be 4x plus 6 multiplied by 7 is equals to 6 into 5x plus 6. 4 sevens are what? 28. 6 sevens are 42. 6 fives are 30x, and then 36. Okay, so 30x minus 28x, which is going to be 2x, and then here this side 42 minus 36 is how much? 4 plus 2, 6. Okay, so then in this way we will get the x value as 3. But this is not our answer. Okay, what we were told is we need to find the difference between their ages. So let's consider one of the ratios, 4x and 5x. So the age will be 4 into 3, which is going to be 12, and then 5x, so 5 into 3, 15. So this is their ages as of now. Okay, so in order to find the difference between these ages, what we need to do? 15 minus 12, which is going to be 3. So the difference between their ages 3. The correct answer for this question is option number A, which is 3. And the, what is this? This is the difference between their ages. Okay, okay, let us see this question. The ratio of present ages of two brothers is 1:2, and 5 years back the ratio was 1:3. What will be the ratio of their ages after 5 years? Okay, so whenever we have to solve this question, let me tell you how can we solve this. We have 3 time frames. First is past, which is given to us, I think. Yes, this one. Then we have present, and then we are asked is what? Future. So let's try to solve it. So the present age ratio is what? 1:2. Past ratio given to us is what? 1:3, and the past ratio was how much time back? 5 years back. Okay, minus 5 years. Okay, and we are asked the future ratio. Okay, so future years, how much time it is asked? 5 years after. So what we can do is, first we will try to create an equation. Based on that we will create their present ages, and then we can simply calculate the future ages and their ratio. So let's do that. See, present age is 1:2. So what we can do is we can write it in this way. This, what it is told is before 5 years, which means 1x minus 5 is to 2x minus 5. This will equals to what? 1:3. So we can simply write this as 1/3, and then 1x minus 5 divided by 2x minus 5. This will go there, this will go there. So our equation will be something like 2x minus 5 is equals to what? 3x minus 15. 3x minus 2x is x, and then 15 will go there. So 15 minus 5 is what? 10. So x value what we have got is 10. Now based on x value, what we can do is we can calculate the present ages. Okay, so the present ages will be 1x, which is 10, and 2x, which is 2 into 10, which is 20. Okay, so the present ages is 10 and 20 after 5 years. So the after 5 years ages will be what? 10, like the age for which the current age is 10, the next age will be 10 plus 5, which is 15. And for the one whose age is 20 as of now, the after 5 years, their age will be 25. And we need to find the ratio of it. So 15 by 25. So 3 5s are 15. And sorry, not 3, but 5 3s are 15. And 5 5s are 25. We cannot cut it further. So this will be only our final ratio. So the correct answer for this question will be option number A, which is 3:5. See, these kinds of questions are very easy. It's just that we have to calculate the value of x, and then we have to use that x value and substitute it in our equation, find the actual ages, and based on that, whatever the future ages we are asked, we have to calculate that. So in this way, we can solve this question. Let's now move on to the next question. Fill in the blank. So we have a statement. We have to fill in the blank from the by selecting the options from the given option. Okay. The news about the layoffs was dash to the entire department. The options that we have are heard, informing, informed, informed to. The news about the layoffs was dash to the entire department. So informed. Okay. The correct answer for this one will be informed. The news about the layoffs was informed to the entire department. Heard cannot be the one. Informing also does not fit in, grammatically correct. Informed is the one which is fine. Informed to is also not correct. So the correct answer is option number C. Moving on to the next question. What is the synonym of obscure? Okay, we have 4 options: clear, hidden, bright, and famous. So obscure means which is like, not very clear, or which is kind of hidden. So the correct answer for this question will be hidden. Okay, that is option number B. Moving on to the next question. What is the opposite of expensive? So expensive word is a pretty basic word. We all use it in our day-to-day vocabulary. So we know the meaning of expensive, which is like very costly. Okay, now we have to find the opposite of this. Okay, not the synonym. So make sure that you don't make mistakes while check like finding the correct option. The options are cheap, costly, luxurious, overpriced. So the like antonym or opposite of expensive will be cheap. Okay, so the correct answer is what? Cheap. That is option number A. Moving on to the next question. We have been given again 4 sentences, and we have to rearrange them to make the no, sorry, this is not a rearrangement sentence. This is the choose the right sentence. Okay, so out of 4 sentences, we have to choose which is grammatically correct. Let's read one by one. Neither the manager nor the employees was happy with the decision. Okay, let's see further options. Neither the manager nor the employees were happy with the decision. Okay, see here the difference is were, and previously it was was. So clearly was cannot be there, because it is, we are talking in plural form, because it is employees. Okay, so that is why was will not come. Were seems to be a good option. Let's read further 2 options. Neither the manager nor the employees is happy. No correction required. Okay, so definitely the correction is required. That is in option B. So option B is the most like correct answer, grammatically correct answer. So that is why the correct answer option for this question is option number B, which is neither the manager nor the employees were happy with the decision. Let's move on to the next question now. Now in this question, we need to complete the passage. We have been given a paragraph or a passage. We have to find out the correct answer. John was feeling nervous about the presentation, but he dashed his fear and delivered the speech confidently. The 4 options that we have are embraced, avoided, overcome, and ignored. See, John had a nervousness, okay, which is not a very good quality. So you need to bypass it or overcome it. Okay, you will not embrace it. This is not something which you will embrace, or this is to be proud of, right? So embrace is not a correct option. You cannot avoid it. Okay, because see, if you have any flaw, it will keep it will be with you, so you need to overcome it by practice. So that is what overcome is the most correct option, and ignore can also not be the correct one. So the correct answer for this one will be uh, option number C, which is overcome. Moving on to the next question, fill in the blank type of question we have. So here we have been given a blank, we need to fill the most appropriate answers from the given options. So the question is, the team worked hard to dash the project ahead of schedule. Okay. So what can be the correct answer for this one? Let's see. Let's try to fit in one word and let's see which will be the most suitable one. The team worked hard to complete the project ahead of schedule. Yes, this seems to be correct. Let's read further options. The team worked hard to finish the project ahead of schedule. Yes, this also like seems to be fitting in. So let's see further option. The team worked hard to accomplish the project ahead of the schedule. Yes, this also makes sense. So you see, we have tried all three options and all three were fitting. So, and the fourth option that we have is all of the above. So that's why we will select the option as all of the above, because all these options are fitting in to be fit in the blanks. So the correct answer is option D, all of the above. Let's move on to the next question now. The question is, we have to choose the correct word which can fit in this blank. Okay. She couldn't dash the news about her promotion. See, we have two options given to us, bear, beer. Okay. So the correct answer for this question is beer. Okay. Beer means kind of to tolerate or to like take up. So the correct answer will be option number B. Moving on to the next question now. Identify the best replacement for the underlined part. So he is good in solving problems. So actually the underline is missed. So I'll tell you what is the underlined part. Underlined part was this one. Okay. Now we have four options given to us. Good at, good in, good with, and no improvement. See, definitely good in cannot be an option, because if good in will be an option, we will select no improvement, right? Why we would select good in only? So good in is not the option. He is good in solving problems. No. So good with also cannot come, and no improvement definitely not. So the correct answer will be good at. So he is good at solving problems. Okay. So we say that he is good at solving problems. So correct answer for this question will be option number A. Okay. Moving on to the next question now. Choose the word that is most similar to meticulous. And we have been given four options: careful, casual, reckless, and hasty. Okay. Meticulous means to do something with, utmost carefulness. So that is why the correct option out of four is option number A, that is careful. Okay. Now guys, before moving on to the next question, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so. And guys, one suggestion from my end, that don't watch the answers directly. Okay, try to pause the video for a second, think of the solution in your mind, and then watch it, and then see whether the answer that you have thought is only the correct one or not. This helps your brain to think. Okay, otherwise if you directly watch the solutions, your brain will not get time to think of the answers. Let's move on to this question now. Okay, let's check this question. In identify the incorrectly spelled word. We have four words. We have to tell which of the spelling is incorrect. Let's see. Occurrence, this spelling is correct. Definitely. So this spelling is wrong. So correct spelling of definitely is definitely. Okay. Definite. Okay. First, see how the word definitely is formed is definite and then ly. So that is why definitely. Recommend is also correct and independent is also correct. Moving on to the next question. Let's look at the first question. This one, let's see what is the question that we have. Find the odd one out. We have been given four different options and we have to find the odd one out of these options. The options are pen, pencil, paper, and eraser. So, okay, let me tell you. Pen, pencil, and eraser. Okay, what are these three things? These are things which we used for writing. Okay, and what is paper? Okay, paper is one such thing on which we write. Okay, on which we write. So it is very clear, that is paper is the correct option in this case, option number C. Let's move on to the next question now. So next question is, in a certain code, apple is written as BQQMF. How will mango be written? Okay, so these kinds of question, if you are not aware how to solve it, let me tell you. So we have one example based on which we have to understand the coding pattern and we have to find out the answer for the asked question. So let's see, A, B, which means plus one character, P, Q, one character, L, M, one character, E, F, one character. So we have understood the coding pattern, that is whatever is being asked, we have to give plus one character as the output or the next answer. So let's try to find out for mango. M, N, A, B, N, O, G, H, and O, P. Okay, so we have also done plus one character. So the final output that we are getting is N, B, O, H, P. Let's see if we have that option. Yes, option A is only N, B, A, H, O, P. So answer will be option A for this question. Let's move on to the next question now. We have a number series and we have to find out what will come in the next one. So let's take this series 1, 4, 9, 16. We have to find out what will come here. Let's try to understand the pattern here. First of all, if you see, first one is 1 square, second one is 2 square, third one is 3 square, fourth is 4 square. So what will come next is 5 square, which is going to be 25. The correct answer is going to be option B, that is 25. Now guys, before moving on to the next question, I want all of you that don't just watch the solutions directly. Just wait for a moment or pause the video and try to think of the solution in your own mind. That way your memory power will increase and you will find you will get the approach of how to solve these types of question. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. We have the question as a family has 4 children. The ages of 3 of them are 5, 7 and 10. Okay, so let's note down the ages 5, 7 and 10. If the sum of the ages of all the children is 30, what is the age of 4th child? Okay, this is a straightforward and easy question. We have been told that we have 4 children and the ages of 3 of them are given and 4th one is not given, and we are asked to find out the age of the 4th one. But we are also given a hint that the sum of their ages is what? 30. Okay, so let's try to solve it in this way. 5 plus 7 plus 10 plus x will give us 30. Okay, let's sum them up. 10 plus 7 is 17 plus 5 22. 22 plus x is 30. So x equals to 30 minus 22, which gives us the answer as 8. So the correct answer will be option A, which is 8. If a car travels 60 kilometers in 1 hour, how far it will travel in 3.5 hours at the same speed? Okay, so before we start solving this question, guys, I want to let you know that the options are wrong in this case, but we will find out the correct answer for it, so don't worry. So okay, so this is a speed based question, so you should know that the formula for speed is distance upon time. Okay, so if you are aware of this formula, then it will be easy for you to solve these types of questions. So speed that is given to us is what? 60 kilometer. Okay, so speed is 60 kilometer, distance is given to us as what? Okay, distance is the one that we have to find out, and time is given to us as 3.5 hours. So how we will find out the distance? 60 into 3.5. So when we will do 60 into 3.5, we will get 210. So our answer will be 210 kilometers. So guys, as I told you in the starting only, that the correct option is not there. So if there would be an option 210 kilometer, that would be the correct one. So let's now move on to the next question now. So the next question that we have is based on average. So let's try to solve this. The average of a score of 4 students is 20. If the scores of 3 students are 18, 20 and 19, what is the score of the 4th student? Okay, now this is again a bit of tricky question if you have not practiced it before. So let's see how can we do that. So we have been given the average of 4 student, which is 20. Now we have to find out the total. See, average is what? Average is like of 4 students. So what is the total? How can we find out? 4 into 20. Okay, so 4 into 20 is what? 80, which because average is for 1, right? So 4 into 20, when we do it, we will get 80. So 80 is the total score. So what we can do is then 80 plus 21 plus 19 plus one more student is there, which we will consider at as x, and then we will do 80. Okay, and now what we will do? We will calculate 18 plus 21 plus 19. So this will sum up to what? It will be 58. Okay, plus x equals 80. X equals to what? 80 minus 58, and this will be what? 23. So the correct answer will be option number B. Okay, so let's now move on to the next question. Okay, a pie chart shows that 25% of the company sales come from product A. If the total sales are $200,000, how much revenue is generated by product A? So we know that product A has how much revenue? 25%, and total sales is what? $200,000, right? So 25% of $200,000 dollars will be our answer, because we are asked the revenue generated by product A in dollars, or the actual revenue generated by product A, right? So it will be how much? Let's try to solve it. 25 by 100 into 200,000. So this will cross off, and then when we will solve it, the answer that we will get is 50,000. Okay, so let's see the option that we have. Answer option B is the answer for this question. Moving on to the next question now. Find the missing numbers. Okay, again we have a number series 2, 6, 12, 20, and then what is the next one? Let's try to find out the pattern. The difference between 2 and 6 is how much? Plus 4. Then 6 to 12 is what? Plus 6. Then 12 to 20 is plus 8. Then what will be the next one? So you can see a pattern. Initially it was 4, then a plus 2 pattern is happening, okay, and then again a plus 2 pattern is happening. So 4 and then 6 and then 8 is getting added, and then now what should be get added is 10, because 8 plus 2 is 10, so 10 should get added in this one. So the correct answer for this should be 30, which is option A. Okay guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure to do so that you don't miss any updates. Moving on to the next question. If a square has a perimeter of 36 centimeter, what is the area of a square? Okay, for this one you should know the perimeter formula. So perimeter formula is what? 4 into side. Okay, so we are given perimeter value, okay, which is 4 into side is equals to what? 36. So side is what? 36 by 4, which is 9. Okay, so we now have the side value, and now we are asked the area. So you should also know the formula for area, which is side square, which is 9 square. So which is 9 nines are 81, right? So the correct answer should be 81. I think we don't have that option here, but yeah, maybe sometimes the options are messed up. So but the correct answer in this case is 81. Let's move on to the next question now. Okay, the next question is, a man walks 50 meters towards east, and then 50 meters towards north, and then 50 meters towards west. What is the shortest distance between his starting and ending points? Because these kinds of questions are very common. So for that you should know this direction chart diagram, which is very important. So this is our north, this is south, and then we have east and west. So this is our east and this is our west. Let's consider that the man is here. Okay, so I will make the diagram here so that it won't be like very much dirty or something. A man walks 50 meters towards the east, so this direction. Okay, so 50 meters he has came here. Okay, this is 50 meters of direction. Now he is at this point right now. Then he is traveling 50 meters towards the north. So from here to north 50 more meters he is traveling. So right now he is at this position. Then he is traveling again 50 meters towards the west. Again from here the west direction is this. So again he is at this position. Now his final point is this, and his starting point was this. So we have to find out the distance between the final to the starting. So it is obviously 50. We can directly see from the diagram. So the correct answer for this question is option number A, is 50 meters. So let's move on to the next question now. If the total cost of 3 books is $60, what is the cost of 10 books? Okay, so let's try to solve this one. 3 books is equals to what? $60. So one book will be how much? 3 by 3, which is going to be 20. So the cost of one book is $20. Now we have to find the cost of 10 books. So 10 books is what? Cost of one book into 10, which is 20 into 10. So 200 is the cost of 10 books. So the correct answer for this question is A. Moving on to the next question now. The store sold 120 items in a day. If 30% of the items sold were electronics, how many electronics were sold? Okay, so let's understand this question first of all. The percentage of electronics sold is how much? 30%, right? Now number of electronics sold will be how much? Number of electronics sold will be 30% of total sold, right? So 30% of total sold only we are asked, right? How many electronics were sold? So 30 by 100 into 120. So this will cut off, and the final answer that we will get is 36. Okay. So do we have 36 as the option? No. Again, the option is not there, but the answer for this question is 36. Let's move on to the next question now. In a class of 50 students, 30 like basketball, 20 like cricket, and 10 like both. How many students like only basketball? So these kinds of questions are also very common. So see, total students are what? 50, and basketball, who likes basketball is what? 30. Okay. Now these are not the only ones who like only basketball. These are like who likes basketball but might also like other sport also. Okay. So you have to understand that. The one who likes cricket is 20, and both is what? 10. Now we are asked only basketball. So only basketball we will find out. So how we will find out? So only basketball, what we will do, we will find out who likes basketball. Okay, first of all, basketball as in the common, like that basketball ones who can also like other sport too, and then from that we will subtract both ones. Okay, so 30 minus 10 will give us 20. This will give us the ones which like only basketball are 20. Okay, answer is option number A. Okay, so let's now move on to the next question. Find the next number in the series. So we have been given a series 5, 10, 20, 40. So what is the next term in this one? So let's try to find out. 5 to 10 is what? Plus 5. 10 to 20 is plus 10. 20 to 40 is plus 20. So clearly it is getting double every time. Initially the difference was 5, then 10, then 20. So this time it is going to be 40. So the correct answer in this case will be 40. So because our 40 and this plus 40 will give us 80. The correct answer for this question is 80. So option B is the correct answer. So guys, we have seen many questions now, and we have practiced a lot of question already. Now I have two DIY questions for you. This is your DIY question number 1. What you need to do is you need to write down the answer of these questions by attempting it yourself in the comment box. Okay, let's read the question. Choose the correct option to fill in the blank. The question is, he was so tired that he could dash keep his eyes open. The options are hardly, nearly, mostly, and closely. Okay, make sure to attempt it and write down the answer in the comment section. The second DIY question that we have is, select the appropriate preposition to complete the sentence. The sentence is, she is proficient, dash, French and Spanish. The options are in, at, on, and with. Okay, make sure to attempt both the questions and write down the answer in the comment section. So guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if you do, please give it a like. If you have any more doubts, please drop them in the comment section. You can also join me on Telegram and follow me on Instagram as well. You can ask your queries over Instagram DM too. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss on any of the important updates on notification whenever I upload a new video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching the video.